So this video is a complaint about what I heard today, March 20th, 2014, on Radio Free, KJLH. Yeah, they're really free over there, free to be disrespectful. I'm not a new listener. I'm 23 years old. It feels like I've been listening all my life. Love it. The low down 420 stuff and the good night massage, all that, midnight massage, the morning show. I'm kind of not station. Miss Tammy Mac with her ovation cell therapy, which don't get you no deal, but I digress. I listen to the station. I have love for the station. I've been to the station. Irrelevant. Point is, I'm not just I turned the radio on one day and decided to have an opinion. No, I turned it on before. So I'm listening, and at first I'm in the kitchen and I'm jamming. You know how we do. I'm jamming. And then I stop and anger boils within me. And it's because, okay, so they play an audio. I wish I got to hear the beginning of it. I didn't get to hear them really introduce what the audio was. From what I gathered, though, it sounded like, kind of like a news piece. They were telling us what they heard, and then they were going to give their opinion. So what the audio is she's saying, yeah, it's a woman telling her testimony. She tells us how she was at Sam's. Look it up. And she hears a man in distress yelling for help. She runs over and sees his wife slumped over. And she's cold and she's turning blue. She's beginning to die. As, a few more minutes, I guess, roll by, the man puts a peppermint in his mouth because she's diabetic and that's his way of helping. The situation doesn't seem to work, however. The woman begins to defecate on herself. Mind you, the hosts are laughing at this time. They laugh when they hear the defecation, which had me pause, but I'm still listening. I didn't even laugh. And when, of course, she says she's at Sam's, I did give a little look there. That was a little bit of an interesting place for testimony, I guess. But Jesus is all places, all times, and I'm not going to stop him from moving, okay? But going on, so the woman, she's crossing the line, okay? She's about to go meet her maker. That's the point of this. And so the woman that's testifying, the onlooker, I should say, she is telling us that she has a moment with God, and she says, if there's anything I know how to do, is pray. She couldn't, I guess, perform surgery, so she does what I would have done, which is pray as well. Maybe not so boldly, but we're gonna have to work on that. Excuse me and Jesus, oh my gosh. But I don't know how to edit, so that's just gonna have to be that. I'm a human, because that proves that point. So she was saying that she heard, she begins to pray, saying that, God's a healer and he can do it, basically. So she's praying. And time goes by, the woman that was blue, turning blue and getting cold, wakes up and says, thank you, Jesus. I don't know about you. At least if you were at church, there'd be at least 5 people clapping. It depends on the size of your church. About 2 ladies standing up. You get my point, is that this is a miracle. If your grandma was slumped over in the chair and then she woke up, wouldn't you be excited? Wouldn't you be happy? If you were slumped over in a chair when you want somebody to pray for you, I'm sorry, but how funny is it that because she defecated on herself, or should she have died? I'm confused. So why am I questioning this so much? While the woman is telling her testimony, this is audio, mind you, so they're not really laughing at her, in her face, or in her ear. But if the lady was listening while she's on KJLH, now she knows that they laughed at her. But they are listening and they're laughing And then when the audio completes, they give more commentary on how funny it was. And that, mind you, while the lady's giving her testimony, she breaks out into slight tongues every now and then. And they laugh at that. They laugh at, they're like, but wait, I got a question. Did you wipe her? Did I wipe? If a miracle happens in front of me, you can poop on my shoulder. If Jesus moves, I'm not about. You ever felt Jesus? I never been brought back from the dead, but something tells me I come back. Or brought back from near death. Something tells me I come back. I ain't worried about no poop. I pooped on myself before, about 2 years at least. I ain't nothing. Probably be old and poop on myself again. Probably. I've done it since I've been of age to be potty trained. We have accidents sometimes. People poop on their baby while they giving birth. It happened. The disregard for the woman's faith, the woman's expression of her praise to Jesus, but Jesus himself was insane and disgusting and so disappointing. KJLH Sunday, right at midnight, Saturday night, you rolling, midnight hits. What you hearing? Sometimes you hearing gospel music. That's what it is on KJLH Sunday all day. You hearing church, you getting the word, you playing Bible Jeopardy. Every Sunday, KJLH presents itself to have faith. They present themselves to have a strong love and respect for Jesus Christ. Granted, I have a thing about them playing secular commercials during Sunday's airings, but that's another thing. My point is that as radio hosts, you are a reflection of the station, especially when you're on the station. So this is a complaint for the hosts and a call to action for the station. The hosts, I think you were very disrespectful. And it hurt my heart. And it boiled my blood to hear you laugh at a woman's testimony. I wasn't there. I don't know if this is true. But I would never assume that a person's moment with God wasn't. And if it wasn't, what if that inspired someone else's moment with God? If they decided to pray when they needed him? I would never hold someone back from experiencing God. And that is what you could have done. And regardless of the testimony within itself, you made fun of her for speaking in tongues for even just a few seconds. That is her commune with God. Don't you interrupt nor judge it. You have no right for that. And to do it so publicly. You are public figures. People are listening to you. Children are listening to you. And you do that. That is not something we should take cues from. I would never, nor have I ever laughed at someone's praise. I've seen people do it, and I look at them like this every time. I don't care if we are friends, we are dating, or you are a child. It's unacceptable. Children, of course, they don't understand, but parents, educate your children. You take them to church to believe in Jesus. Well, let them know what praise is and how it looks. Maybe some of you go to those sit-down seatbelt churches where you don't get up, but at my church, we get up, we hoop, we holler, we take our shoes off, we run around, and we give Jesus his praise, and we speak whatever language gets to his ears the fastest. If that's not your church, okay, but don't disrespect mine. Just like I don't disrespect yours, nor do I disrespect those of other religions. And I'm just me, just a private person. You don't even know my name. But I know the host's name. Tabby Mac, Donna Michi, DJ Mosky, and nephew Tommy. Very disappointing. And KJLH. Love the station. Radio free. They should apologize because that's a reflection of the station. I don't know everybody's beliefs at the station, nor am I asking to be informed of them. But I know what I have seen the image of KJLH to be, and that is one who loves Black people, who cares for the community, and loves God. You laughed at our sister. I can only assume from what I heard she is Black. Now, if I'm wrong, I'm sorry to have assumed that. That's just what my Black self thinks I heard. And that was wrong. Two, she's a member of our community. How close or far, I can't say, but she is. And you laughed at her. Three, don't laugh at someone giving God the praise ever. He gets so much less than he deserves. Never take away a moment when he gets it. Did you thank him just now? You took a breath, huh? I didn't, but thank you. Thank him more often and be happy and encourage those who thank him when they do, especially publicly. Oh, public praise is the best. It inspires other people's beliefs and faith, grows it. So, as a station who seems to have those beliefs that I think you should have, and that I agree with, and that I love the station for having or portraying, they should have to apologize for that. Because celebrities apologize for their private lives. And I don't see why radio show hosts, I guess, who are celebrities too, don't have to apologize for what they did. I can guarantee that I will not listen to those hosts. I can't say I will listen to the station, I'm going to be honest. But I will not listen to those hosts if they do not apologize. There should be a statement made because it was not funny. The hosts were laughing, like laughing, and I'm in the kitchen. And I'm like, this is not funny. It's not funny. I walk out of the kitchen to the living room when my mother's sitting there, and I'm wondering if she's gonna think I'm overreacting. Because sometimes she does that. She's like, "Well, that's just how people are. You just gotta get used to it." Or, "Girl, anybody think about them?" Or, "I'm not even listening." No. She agrees that it was disrespectful. It wasn't funny at all. And we were both shocked that not one person said, "You know what, that isn't funny." Nobody out of the four of you, at least, I don't know who all was there and everything. I wasn't there personally, but for no one to say, "Oh man, you know what, that wasn't even right. Y'all wrong." Makes you all wrong. That was wrong. To the people involved in this testimony, if it was real, praise be to God and thank you for giving God his praise. If it was fake, again, that's not funny because I believe in miracles and I need to believe in miracles, but I believe in miracles and they are not to be made a mockery of because we all need one, no matter how big or personal. We do. We all need Jesus. I'm out.